Due to the level of disruption and disharmony being caused in my hometown, with the intention of guilty culprits being facilitated in repeat offences, and with the purpose of displacement and further denigration and further damages to bodily integrity, I'm just going to continue uploading with regard to the topics that are relevant throughout this matter of treason, hate crime, and constitutional wrongdoings and human rights abuses that I'm experiencing. So, as I've established throughout this entire situation, there have been tactics employed that have been associated with poor professionalism and poor publicity. There's also been professional theft and property theft of mine, and my entitlements have been providing luxuries for people that haven't exactly had the entitlement to my fortunes. So the individuals that are of repeat financial theft and fraud throughout this entire charade, that is quite sinister considering the dangerous insults and injuries to my good work, which people are exploiting and living very comfortably from as a consequence. I'm really concerned, as I keep mentioning tonight, the issue of communications, the issue of intellectual quotients, emotional quotients, these kind of matters, and most importantly, the issue of treason. So these individuals I am referring to have been parasitic and predatorial. I haven't had a day of peace with them since I gave birth. And for any mother to experience what I've experienced in a democracy, when I should have the ultimate protection and the rights of my patronage totally respected by the government, have proven to have been failed, which is one of the major failings of this country, if I may so openly reiterate. When a mother and child aren't protected, I think it's a sad sign of the times. When a law-abiding citizen of humanitarian endeavours is defamed, and when people are speaking of fallacies and nonsense and being silly about very important matters, I think that's quite insulting. It's insulting to people's intelligence. At the moment, I'm recovering, as I've mentioned, from medical practitioners that haven't done their job properly. Since 2019, I endeavoured, I'm healing, and I'm using this experience to heal. Unfortunately, even up to today, there have been the individuals of poor research and development practices in the field of medical care, etc., that haven't exactly been of good etiquette, damaging my bodily integrity with the intention of causing harm. So that's a threat to society. Any individual that thinks a purpose or a person are of disposability while living off my prosperity, I have a huge concern for their level of their moral compass. I'm really concerned for the people that are living off my wealth and that are of repeat financial theft and fraud in this community. So as I've mentioned, there have been nuisances. They've been really preoccupied with my property, and they've been really preoccupied with repetitive offences that are really insane. So the people that are making society unsafe, I'm really worried about how practitioners are treating these people that are like pestilence. And as they say, pestilence poisons the soil. Property that these people think they're acquiring, I'm really, really concerned about the level of intelligence that these people are applying to this matter. So those people that are enjoying my wealth, fortune and property, I'm wondering, does your moral compass work? And I'm wondering, do you have a code of ethics, behaviour and conduct? And I'm wondering, do you know the level of repercussions that have already arisen from the offences that I've been experiencing? Unjustifiably, inexcusably and illegal offences have been deplorable. So the role of the practitioners that have been damaging my health, I'm wondering, are you looking after the health and mental well-being of these people that are of an obsessive mentality to be destructive to progress? Are they aware, are they self-aware sufficiently to acknowledge and duly respect my good work that they are prospering from? Are they sensible and intelligent enough to comprehend what they don't have remit with? And do they know the meaning of entitlement and obligations? I'm really concerned about the democracy at the moment. and the politicians that have been hearing from me since 2017 that understand that patronage as a set guideline of protocol or measures, measures and protection measures in particularly, so that are to be enacted. Why isn't it that these matters aren't being addressed properly, and who are the guilty culprits of repeat fraud and theft in this situation that are being facilitated to the detriment of society? So anyone's good work and good name being disrespected is damaging to people's prospects, and those with no consideration for consequence I am concerned about. So those people that have no professional standards, that have no moral standards, that have no etiquette, no courtesy, decorum, no courage or bravery, sanity, strength, or serenity or wisdom, I'm really, really concerned. They have caused the offence against the state since 2017, and I've been tolerating this without the authorities, agencies, or bodies that are obligated to protect me, to protect my identity, to protect my patronage, not fulfilling their obligations. So, as a Fernan, as a McElligott, as a Mercer, as a Mulchnook, as a Quinlan, as a Griffin, etc., all my families that I represent, I'm really concerned if people are comprehending how insulting it is to heritage, ancestry, and culture. There's also the human right of faith, religion, and spirituality, and there's also the defamation laws I'm contending with of these people slandering my good name. This has been happening since 2006. So